Gamer7 and welcome back to another Sims 4 Create a Sim series. This, of course, is part of the Pokemon 2 Sim CAS series that I have going on currently on my channel. This little Pokemon that I am making a sim based off of this time is the little, like, fluffy, full of hair, cutie thing that reminds me of a chinchilla, and I'm gonna try to pronounce the name right, but I haven't seen this one pop up on the show, so I haven't seen how they pronounce it on the show yet, or heard, what? But I think it's Cinccino is how you say it. I could be wrong, but let's hope that I'm not. But anyway, basically definitely looks sort of, like, gives me, chinchilla vibes, which I think chinchillas are absolutely adorable and cute, and they're so fluffy and soft. And my local, well, wasn't really local PetSmart. I mean, I have to drive like 40 minutes to get to it, but it's the closest one to us. Used to have chinchillas in the store that you can get as pets, and they haven't had them for a really long time, and it makes me sad because I want them. But anyway, this has nothing to do with the Pokemon. Well, I mean, sort of. I mean, he's reminding me of a chinchilla, so I guess in some ways it sort of has a connection to it. But anyway, this Pokemon is the final evolution of Cinccino, I think, or whatever. It's only two evolutions that I know of. I don't think it gets a third one at any point in time. But both versions are super, super cute. But the pre-evolution form, which is the one that I didn't really base it off of, doesn't have as much hair, but it's just absolutely adorable. And then, like, the final evolution, which is Chinchillo, gets, like, hair all over the place and has, like, hair that looks like a scarf in front of it because it comes and wraps around its neck. And I wish I had some more scarf options. I do have a few that are, like, CC scarves and things like that, but they're, like, plaid. And I know they would not have looked right. So I didn't use those, but I did try to give him, like, wavy, a little bit longer white hair. I was trying, like, a few hairs, and I was like, you know what, let's actually give him this one hair. I did change his hair at one point to, I think fix his ears, because I did want, even though you can't see his ears under his hair, I did want his ears to be somewhat bigger than I usually make my Sims ears, because this Pokemon has some pretty big ears, so yeah. But yeah, the color scheme of this Pokemon is gray and white. So there isn't, like, a whole lot of colors going on. It looks like it has brown eyes, and that's what I gave them. And I try to make their eyes, with all of these Sims, I tried to give it, like, see, if here in a moment, I think you're gonna see me trying to work with the scarves, but they just don't work with the ones that I have. But anyway, with the eyes, I was trying to sort of get as close to the Pokemon's eyes without going too strange. So, like, yeah, they're not the eyes are not necessarily, like, your normal human proportioned eyes, but I don't try to stray, like, so far away from it or make them look so weird on the model of the Sim. So I try to basically combine, like, looking cartoony with realistic and try to get a mix in between those two. So, hopefully it portrays pretty well that, because this Pokemon has some pretty big eyes, but they're, like, almond-shaped eyes, and not, like, if he was holding the almond sideways. Like, if he was holding the almond, you can't see me. I'm, like, acting like I'm putting an almond to my face, but hey, there's no webcam. But if you was to just put the almond straight up and down, that's more of what his eyes are like, but, you know, you can't really do that even in Sims. Like, even if you try to go drastically, you can't do that. So I just tried to give him some sort of big eyes that were sort of big and bold and, you know, sort of had a cute look to him. As far as clothing, because this Pokemon does look very fluffy and very cuddly, and also because the fact that it does remind me of a chinchilla, and I know chinchillas are very, very soft, very cuddly. They're sort of very relaxed Pokemon, very relaxed animals. So I haven't really got to see this Pokemon too much, but I'm sort of basing it sort of off of how I know of a chinchilla, since it reminds me of a chinchilla, and just it looks so fluffy and cute and cuddly. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make this Sim be more of a relaxed Sim. Like, the Sim wants to be warm and fluffy and cozy and comfortable. So I went with more of like what looked to be like softer materials and comfortable clothes, and more of like pants and a long sleeve so that, you know, stayed warm. Plus it also helped with covering his body with mostly gray. So that was my decisions behind like his style and getting like all gray. I wish the hair was a little bit whiter, the hair that I chose. But otherwise, I think it worked pretty well compared to the Pokemon, but I just wish it was a little bit more whiter. I do give him a beanie, or I think I tried a few different hats, but I decided to give him a beanie just because I think that helped with the overall look of being lazy and casual and comfortable, and, you know, that sort of look that I was going for basically with him. But the screenshots should be coming up relatively soon-ish. Hope you really enjoyed the sim and like how he turned out. I did make him a teenager, and I'm still trying to remember to go ahead and post all of them up on the gallery so that you could download them. You won't get the CC from them or anything like that. It would load into your game and give them like some sort of random outfit, but the base shape of them and like their face and things like that will be set that way unless you happen to have some of the same CC I have. Then it would show up. But you know, that's just if you have the same CC. But thank you so much for watching. Definitely hit that lovely like button if you enjoyed how this sim turned out and also enjoyed the video. Share it so that others may enjoy it, and also subscribe if you're not already so that you can see future videos like this and other things on my channel. All of my Sims 4 playlists will be down in the description below, as well as my social medias. Twitter and Discord are the two big ones, so definitely go hop on those, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!